Всем привет, семейки Туду. И сегодня я поиграю в игру «Открывай свои глаза». И в скобках подсказка, не открывай свои глаза. Стоп, сейчас. Все, вот тут закрываю, все, теперь все нормально будет. Так, сайк. Все, наконец-таки, погнали. Как пушку брать? Я не хочу это читать. Я хочу спать, он сказал. Уже третий раз это слово повторяет. Да ё-моё, как мне убрать эту фигню? И чё, я могу? Я не хочу смотреть на это. Я могу закрыть глаза сам? Все. Нафиг ты глаза открыл? А, он представляет, что в его комнате находится. Это гардероб в моей комнате. То кровать была. Это эти рамки для рисунков на стене. Это часть меня. Это моя комната, часть меня. Этот мир я... My hand. То есть мир отпечатался в его голове или что? Хорошо, и что дальше? Я должен вставать завтра? Ну да. Шаги. Еще раз шаги. Что это за звук? Ой, я пропустил. Это сложно. Вернее, это невозможно. Я должен... Imagination, не помню, что такое. Но я... Где это получить? А клоузер это закрытый. Скрытень. И скрытень. Да, жалко. Да задолбал уже. Угу. Угу. Нет, в принципе, открой глаза, если там кто стоит, то это я, наверное, я. Ну там глаза у тебя, почему ты не закрыл дверь? Чтобы они не смотрели на тебя. Что, на секунду открыл глаза, что у тебя тут изображение новое появилось? Или оно только у тебя с закрытыми глазами есть? А, ладно. Открой свои глаза. Нет. Не открой мои глаза.
Open your eyes. Look.
Смотри на меня.
Why won't you look at me? Where are your manners? If a stranger asks for help, is it right to ignore them? Is that how it is? I will share a secret. I have never seen myself before. I don't know if my face is ugly. I don't know the color of my skin. I don't know if I'm even here. That is why I need you to open your eyes so you can tell me how I look. But I'm also shy, so I might hide the moment you do. You won't find me anywhere, and soon you will forget, like a faded dream.
Может, полчаса будет распинаться и весь ролик мой.
I know you're not asleep.
Я вообще вот чем-то буду заниматься в этой игре.
Those tiny ears of yours, they look so fragile, like I could almost grab them. Put my fingers around them and tear them off. If I do, will you scream? Will I hear your voice? It was a joke. I'm joking. Don't be scared. Hey, how do you think my eyes, when our gazes finally meet, what will you find? Answer me.
Я должен угадать, какой у него взгляд. Сломанный, пустой или потерянный. Как его глаза выглядят? Я чуть прослушал, как его глаза выглядят. Потерянные.
Lost.
Фигня какая-то.
That may be so. I am never sure of where I am. My days consist of wandering about aimlessly, searching for something. I worry that if I'm not paying attention, what I'm searching for will slip away. The thought terrifies me. It terrifies me so much. So I always keep my eyes peeled, even if there's nothing to see. That way, nothing will slip away, no matter where it goes. And no matter how terrifying the world might be, no matter the countless terrible things I witnessed by mistake in the process, no matter what, I will never blink. I will forever be confused by the worlds around me. I will forever be lost. What is that something that I'm searching for? It's been so long since my wandering began. I can no longer recall the feelings that drove me to it. What is it? Is it something I can hold? Is it a being of flesh and bones? Is it nearby? Is it you? Hey, have you ever looked so fervently for something that you end up losing yourself in the process?
Нереально, наверное, тут сколько? Уже 10 минут он, ё-моё. 10 минут он разговаривает. Я так и выспаться не смогу. Скорее всего, в мире, где мой персонаж, он уже там 5 часов просто не спит.
These eyes, eyes.
Что ответить? Нет? Да, нет? Давай нет.
Is that so? Then, how do you think my eyes look when our gazes finally meet? What will you find? Answer me.
Давайте...
They look broken.
Не, по-моему, только хуже сделал.
That may be so. I'm always training my sight to stare at what's in front of me, searching for that one precious thing. It's what drives me to look inside places, such as this. But sometimes I strain so hard, little pieces seem to fall off my face, one after another, making a cracking sound as they go. A sound like this. In my desperation, I always attempt to piece them back together. I kneel and search for the missing fragments of myself. But they are never there. Maybe the wind takes them somewhere out of my reach. And that makes me sad. So sad, I put my hands where my eyes should be. And I borrow my fingers. And I take it out. I take everything out. Every
Ты
little
тут дробовик
piece that
заряжаешь.
remains, harder, furiously, and wallowing in sorrow.
Аля, сколько
I
ты будешь
pray to
говорить?
whoever's listening to give back what's mine.
Вот что вы бы делали, если к вам в комнату такой алкаш зашел, начал вам несколько часов что-то затирать, что какие у меня глаза, открой глаза, посмотри в мои глаза, убедимся, что у нас есть глаза.
To not make me lose
Короче.
more than I've already. I don't want to waste my time and search for more than I care for. Yet no one delivers. No one is listening. And so I weep invisible tears until I can feel the sorrow no more. Hey, have you ever strained yourself so hard to see what you want to see that you end up blinding yourself to all? Have you? These eyes, are these my eyes? A good answer. Yet there is only one way to know the truth.
Ну, это раз я сделал, да, чтобы точно это были его глаза, потому что не хочу еще раз его взгляд испортить.
Open your eyes
Не-не-не.
so you won't look at me. Even though your eyes are so pretty. I can't see them, but I can imagine them behind their veil of flesh, round like pearls, and shiny like jewels. So, so pretty. It's fine. We still have time. The night is still and silent.
Ничего.
People are good at closing their doors. Do you know what a door is? Of course you know. You have one right there at the verge of your little world. A door is a barrier to keep the bad out. The bad can be anything. A bad person, a bad smell, and sometimes I can't open doors. I find them tricky. Should I push or pull? Should I turn the knob left or right? Should I try to take it off its hinges? Should I chip away at it, hoping it will fall apart? And what happens when it opens? Do I bothers me the most about closed doors is the idea they exist to keep me out. It fills me with the need to go in, so I search for a crevice or a window, anything that might be open, anything that might let me in. I'm not good with doors, but as long as there's a place where I can fit, then I can go in anywhere. Every night, I hop across the shadows of the streets. I'm careful so as to not be caught by the light. In my eternal search, I pick a place where to rest. I slip in and spend the night wherever is comfortable, without alerting anyone. Usually it's a cellar, an attic, anywhere with dust, with dirt. I feel at home there. But sometimes, just sometimes, an urge swells inside of me. The urge to be seen. So I search hard for a door that's open, for an entryway covered in darkness, and for someone to be at the other end. As if, but you won't look at me, even though you had your door open for visitors. Why is that? Are you afraid? Do I scare you? No, that can't be it. We have been chatting for so long. You haven't chased me out. That means you welcome me. So I'm certain that if I were to reach out my hand, you would reciprocate and grasp it. I'm sure your hands are warm. So very warm. Because people are always warm. Hey, how do my hands look? When my warmth finally meets yours, how will it feel? Answer me.
И мне нужно определить, как его руки выглядят. Его руки выглядят уставшими, каким-то еще и выполненными. Или не выполненными. И как это? Ну, допустим.
They look deceitful.
А, понял.
That may be so. These hands of mine tend to squirm into places I could never imagine. Be it tiny holes in the walls, housing arachnids of all sizes, or the pockets of midnight walkers strolling the parks that sometimes serve me as home. These fingers squirm in and drag out what they find. So now I carry all sorts of trinkets with me. Keys, peeping gadgets, notes with love poems in them, the corpse of one or two insects, eventually eaten away by those who come take their place. I keep everything with me, regardless of their use. But sometimes I feel bad, because maybe it was something important. The person I took them from could be distraught, their happiness shattered, their lives ended. So I consider maybe dropping them somewhere in the park. But what if I need them? What if the keys can one day open the door I want? What if the poems help me befriend a new partner? What if the arachnids serve me as unlikely sustenance? There are too many ifs, but I'm also too afraid to find out the truth, so I let them stay with me, slowly becoming a part of me, helping me grow. I've grown so much, I had to lower my head when entering your room. The these fingers won't stop, squirming and coiling around everything they feel, and I can only hope they merely take what they need. I would be saddened if my body grew too much, because I wouldn't get to enter rooms like yours anymore. Hey, have you ever attempted to help yourself grow by mercilessly taking away from someone else? Have you? These hands, are these my hands?
Не, не его руки.
Is that so? Then, how do my hands look? When my warmth finally meets yours, how will it feel? Answer me.
Ну, давайте уставшими будут выглядеть.
They look tired. That may be so. These fingers of mine have touched so many things.
Ну, такое ощущение, будто бы неправильно перевел это слово. Ладно, мне все равно вообще.
They are always stretching forwards, reaching out for something. The tip of my fingers dance over the surfaces that I travel, and their sensations reach the core of my brain. Be it the softness of the first spring flowers, or the roughness of a wall made out of rubbish. Caressing, grabbing, clawing. No matter the time of day, no matter if I'm awake or asleep, as if they had a mind of their own. Even now, they clutch onto the fabric of your bed sheets. They like how these thousands of threads intertwine with each other. The rustle of fabric against fabric, of skin against skin is irresistible. They want more. They want to feel closer, to have it between them and around them, more and more and more. Sometimes, however, they can't reach as far as they'd like. That's when I lend a hand. I take over and stretch, 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 and they grow. Maybe just the length of a fingernail every time, but they grow, just so they can reach out, clutch what they want, and then throw it aside, discard it, and forgotten. That's why they are tired, because they never stop seeking, and most likely never will. Hey, have you ever stretched your fingers to grab a hold of something important, only to learn that it's been long out of your grasp? Have you? These hands, are these my hands? A good answer. Yet, there is only one way to know the truth. Open your eyes.
Ладно, если я снова не нажму открыть свои глаза, то вот так меня будет 500 лет долбать, лучше я открою свои глаза. И чё? Серьезно? Здесь никого нет. То есть он себе выдумал этого персонажа? Понятно. Ну, на этом у меня все. Спасибо за просмотр и пока.